Let's watch them from. Okay. Episode 9, season 3. Look at his handshake.
Hey. Oh.
So, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Why do you think all of a sudden his Parkinson's have flared up?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe because somehow the monsters are controlling it. You know how, like, when Ethan got hurt and his healing was pretty good, Boyd went and got those worms under his skin, then he got rid of them. Maybe it's something the monsters are trying to toy with him.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know about them being able to control him getting worse, but this place has been shown to heal people pretty quick. Look at Ethan, look at Randall.
Mm-hmm. Even Christy's going pretty well, all things
Yeah.
considering. So,
People seem to heal pretty quick. So unless there's some sort of extra heal thing that they've done, I don't know. Like it's interesting, and also the only other time that we saw him really dealing with his Parkinson's was, I think, the first episode.
In the first season or second season?
No, in this season. I mean.
Oh, this season.
Okay, are they focusing on the candle or the cola bottle?
I know. It's cool. It's like, okay, how old's that bottle? It's pretty cool.
So is that the blood of Elgin there?
It has to be. Yeah. So, yeah. I think maybe with the Coke, it's probably showing that no one's been there for a long time. That would be my guess.
Do you think it's blood in the Coke?
Why? Oh. I was thinking it was just regular Coke, but you know what?
I'm looking if that's it.
It probably is. Probably. Good thought. Look how big that room is. It was not that fucking big when we first saw it.
No, I don't think it was. Did he do anything with the corpse?
Yeah, where's that? Did he stuff it in the wardrobe?
Just let me go. You're not a prisoner here. This is for your own good.
Oh, Elgin, you naive bastard.
I'm trying to protect you.
Hear me out for a second. What if we're the naive bastards? And what this person's actually thinking? Because he's coming across as a psychopath.
Yeah.
What we've known from this area is that everything that seems to be one way is the opposite. Like, look at the woodland creatures, the fae, whatever you want to call them. They appear to be nice and happy and friendly, and then they get you. Maybe because he's coming across all creepily, maybe he's a hero.
Maybe.
Or maybe he's just a psycho.
The baby was scared.
So the baby was scared, so before it's even born, it's killed someone.
I can't help you. All I did is make things worse.
How? Poor Victor.
She never would have gone if I hadn't. I don't want to remember anymore.
Poor Victor. He's just. You couldn't imagine the amount of PTSD that fella has. It's fucking cruel.
Well, I mean, props to what's the actor's name again? Scott something. Yeah. Anyone who's a parent of a child can see certain tendencies that he does that are still extremely childlike.
Come on, Victor.
I can't help you. I can't help anyone.
What happened just now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, you need to.
Kenny, we were just about to find out some information. Why'd you interrupt us?
Yeah, you dick.
Something happened to Julia in the woods.
What?
They're doing a lot of keeping characters facing one side of the screen while putting them on the same side, with having a lot of negative space on the opposite. We saw that in every scene that Tabitha's been with Victor so far.
Walk me through again exactly what happened.
I don't know. I'm still sus about the girlfriend.
Watch her during this whole thing. And also remember, the only person that's given Fatima any care apart from telling her that the baby isn't there on the ultra. Everything else has been her girlfriend.
That's
The
true.
same person that was put through all the trauma of the end of season 2, like Randall and Julie, yet seems to have 0 side effects or anything.
Mm. I know. Why hasn't she had anything happen? Why haven't we seen it? What's going on? It's very, very sus because we know that Julie's gone through something and we've seen Randall having his cicada moments.
You don't remember anything else? I had a.
The way she asked that question, what you don't remember anything else? It's
Yeah. Do you know? Like, what?
not what happened or anything. It's like you don't remember anything. Like she's aware of what was going on. She's Martin.
Yeah, and she grows a beard. Jimbo.
Fucking Jimbo. Again, look at the use of negative space in it as well. The whole area, he's creeping up on her. Like I'm not saying he's creeping, but like encroaching, I should say.
I think it's because I mean, even look how she's sitting. She's meant to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan's off to the side, just watching as per usual. I like little subtle things. Like you've got the chalkboard in the background. That's supposed to be for learning and everything, and it's blank because no one's knowing anything. No one's learning anything.
Yeah, this looks messy.
Yeah, it's messy. There's nothing's in order. So they've taken a lot of care with how it looks.
Oh yeah. Set directing's done well.
Also, as soon as we saw this, it was just like, of course, this was going to be Jim's fucking.
Jim, just fucking ease up, would you?
It was stupid.
See how she shook her head beforehand? She was just like, oh, fuck this again. All right.
Yeah, she knows. She's like, oh,
She knows.
all right, I'll tell you.
Yesterday with Randall, and then we got to the.
Whoa. You were out there with Randall?
Dad, it's not like that. Julie?
I can understand one part of where Jim's coming from, just because I get it, but because we know what actually happened, we know, oh, Jim, don't think like that. That's no.
Well, it's the thing. Jim and Randall. Jim's been one of the only few people that have actually gone to Randall for help. Where Randall has always been the one that's helped people and been shat on by everyone else. The same way that Boyd treats Costa at the moment, he treated Randall, except that with Randall it was completely unearned.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then the fact that Jim did, and then he's automatically gonna assume something like.
I get it.
He didn't even give her a chance to say no. It's not like that. He was already huffing and puffing.
He already made his mind up. Yeah.
He made his mind up, and look at the way he's looking at Tabitha as well.
Looking away. Yeah.
Well, like when she comes in, like if you just go back when she comes in, it's like it's a weird look.
Yeah. Oh, continuity error. Did you just see that?
I just saw the continuity area.
Yeah, with
The head
Jim's
turn. Yeah, head turn.
Oopsie.
What happened? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Whoa.
Even then, again.
Other continuity error. Shit.
You know what this means? I don't think this is. Jim is the continuity error.
It's not an accident. It has to mean something.
Yep. You know what they should have really done is they should have slashed him in the throat, and then for the rest of the season he just talks in his normal voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If he ever becomes a monster, he needs to do his proper accent.
They should have made him English.
I like that they didn't.
No, but they didn't.
No, I like that. I think that's because I everything I've seen him in so far, even when he was the junkie guy on Reacher, like he's a character that's memorable. Now that I know that American isn't his first accent, it's even better.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done well there. Funny how when Jim comes, it magically goes away. Yet when Julie was talking to him in the previous episode, he was still having his episode with cicadas.
Oh, yeah, it could be a gym thing. It could be an external thing. Or this, but because we didn't see the cicadas this time, we don't know if this is an actual thing or just a PTSD reaction.
True, I didn't think of that. Yeah. True.
What were you and Julie doing out in the woods?
What did she say we were doing in the woods?
Ooh. They were doing nothing, literally.
Yeah, I think he knows that Jim's jumping to conclusions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we know that he didn't do anything, but it's weird how they played it as though it came across as though Julie could have a thing for someone like that.
Well, I mean, I don't see why it's a weird thing that a young impressionable girl would
Yeah.
have a thing for a guy who is an outcast, a rebel, a badass. You know.
Someone who's been caring. Yeah. True.
Look, if this is your version of the big bad dad routine, I'm not in the fucking mood, all right?
After what happened with you, Marielle, and
See how he took that big deep breath in and he's like, I expected Jim to blow up here. And he didn't.
Yeah, I think Jim went to Randall for help, but he didn't know how to ask for help, so he does what he normally does and burrs up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also, that was a nice shot too.
yeah, even though it's it's not as extreme as like what they did with Mr. Robot, but it's very similar. Putting people on the wrong side, looking the wrong way, with big empty spaces or plain colors.
It's
It's designed to make you feel uneasy.
she won't talk about it. And I know she's going through something that
Again, opposite angles, you know.
I cannot understand, but I figured you might.
that look on Jim's face, was he looking for?
I think it was one of those realizations where it's just like he's just like, oh, my daughter's gonna hang out with some dude in the forest,
Best
and
not
I have no
to.
idea, and I have no idea why. But I also know that she's never going to talk to me about anything
She won't talk.
because of the way that I've been, and maybe he opened up to him,
Yeah.
and I also went to him for help. You know, someone that I confided in, and I told him about my life, the relationship. Like they've had conversations. So yeah, I think he just didn't know how to say, you know what, I need your help.
True.
He went in there and he went, I'm Jim, I'm a dickhead. No, I'm a dickhead.
I cannot understand, but I figured you might.
Exactly.
I was teaching her how to drive, man.
What?
She said she didn't have her learner's permit, so we...
Now he's
Yeah.
closer to
He's realizing it was something so simple and so innocent. It wasn't like, we were out looking for he's just like,
we weren't looking for drugs, man. Yeah.
well, it's not just that. It was also the thing that was what him and her planned to do together. That was the father-daughter thing. And he's just like, shit, she went to some stranger to do the thing that I was supposed to do. Without even yeah.
fucking did, Jim. That's what I got.
I like that Jim's finally asking questions and like,
He's not just burring up. Yeah. He's like, okay, explain to me.
well, he's season 1 Jim. And
I
maybe
know.
halfway through season 2 Jim.
I miss season 1 Jim because he was good. He was
Yeah.
like Jade in a sense.
He was the main character.
I'll get the van and teach a kid how to drive.
Isn't it funny that we've now got Randall and Henry giving Jim advice?
Well, to me, I feel like it's even funnier. A guy that's got scars on his face like the Joker is giving advice to a guy that was almost Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Almost Batman, I know.
Yeah.
God, him as Batman would have been fucking awesome.
He was a good Bruce Wayne. I'm not going to lie with that.
Even now, him at this age would be a pretty good Batman, I think.
Hmm.
Know what's going on with me up.
Might go back to Smidge.
Okay. All right, Dad.
I just don't get why Alice didn't say, what's going on with you? What is it?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I should have muted.
What?
He's in the darkness, his son's in the light.
Huh. Oh, fuck it. Muted again. The other's next to it.
She took the talisman. Wherever she is, wherever
Is it a lighting continuity, or did they do it intentionally? Because the other shot was pretty bright.
she went, she's safe. Okay? Hey,
They're still pretty bright.
now.
But the lighting on Boyd's face didn't quite match.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too sure. Okay, so for me, this was one of the most important scenes in the thing for one reason and one reason only. It's the only time this season that we've had a flashback.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's also a flashback to a time that we've already seen and witnessed.
Yeah.
So this is a nostalgia flashback versus an information flashback.
Mm. That's
There
true.
might have been a bit of added stuff in here, and anything to give her husband a bit of extra work. Her hair's different. Her accent's different.
Yeah.
The colony house is so bright. And
They're so much more happier back then too.
yeah. Yeah. So she brought weed, or she was good with doing weed. We don't know.
She probably brought it and then you had to grow it.
Yeah. Now look at it. Look how dark it is there.
The kid's asleep.
It's weird every time I see Jim and Tabitha and I'm just like, oh, what's he going to yell at her about now? Like even the episode before last where she started the fight over nothing. It was dumb.
I can understand him in a sense being upset at that because he was supporting her and she threw it in his face.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid. It's like, come on, girl, do better.
Really conked out.
I could have stayed with Julie. We should have taken Ethan back to the house.
And miss all the fun? Come on.
I do notice they are
What
showing.
fun?
True. They're showing. You can see Jim's wedding ring, which is not often something that I've noticed this season.
Yeah.
Except for this episode.
Who doesn't like a sleepover?
You charming motherfucker.
I also want to mention about the kids that they've cast. The girl does look similar enough to Tabitha, and the boy does look. You look at me and you go, yeah, I guess you kind of are Jim's kid. You know, I think they did really well based on look wise.
They didn't have any like Colombian appearance.
Very white.
Yeah, they both look like yeah. If you look at those kids and someone said, oh, they're mixed race, you'd be like, really? Oh, okay.
Point. I didn't think of that.
I haven't been doing a very good job.
Oh shit.
Jim, it's okay.
Let me finish.
Wow, that'd be rude.
I know
You know what would have been funny? He's like, I'm always interrupting people. No, let me finish. I'm always interrupting.
this
Exactly.
place and what happened.
Look at that, the hand on his
And
wife's
if there's
arm.
even a chance that it could lead us home, then I'm in.
He seems so much more comforting in a way, or a
Well,
bit more.
the first episode and the last episodes of the season, Jim seems like Jim, but then he doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Jim.
Yeah. It's like he remembers at the end of the season, oh shit, I gotta be a good husband and father again. All right.
Oh, he's even got his arm on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I didn't want to worry.
You should have told me.
Yeah, you should have told him.
It's like it's not something that doesn't just affect. Like you gotta understand, if this is a hereditary thing, your father had it, you've got it. I'm gonna get it. And also, by the way, we just thought I was having a kid. Remember?
True. That's a lot for Ellis to take in.
Mm-hmm. And remember when we first were introduced to Ellis, he was the no t-shirt wearing, I'm always stoned off my tits, I hate my father kind of guy.
Thing with Fatima. With the baby.
No,
I love he's like, wait, what?
I like it because I took a different approach to what they do. I thought he was going to say, so what, you think she got pregnant because of you? Or something like, because he looks like he's coming forward being defensive about it.
He's being a Jim, yeah.
Yeah, but like his physical actions versus his words were very different.
And they
You
still
don't
have
know
the
that.
blinds open?
You don't.
That's weird.
You doing okay in there, boy?
At first, I was like, is that Donna? Look how she looks. She didn't expect it.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Oh, she flinched. You're right with what you said. When he pulls the gun, she moves back a little bit. It's like it was like, oh yeah.
Right.
I think it was more so when he lifted the blinds up. She's like, what? What are you doing?
So I'm assuming, even though we don't know that the door only opens one way, like can the door be opened from the inside? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen Elgin close the door. I'm like, okay, if you close the door, how does the door open again? If the door opens both ways, why doesn't she try and leave when he's not there?
He's got the wardrobe in front of it. I bet you.
No, but we saw
it
him go through
opens
where
inward. I don't know.
we saw him go through where the wardrobe wasn't there, and even if the wardrobe was there, she doesn't know that. Look, he pushes it. Okay, he does push it to the side,
Yes,
and it opens
moves.
outwards, which means that she should be able to push it over.
had to go to the main storage. I didn't want to risk going into your room.
Fucking creepy cunt.
Can you help
If
me?
he's playing this super creepy just for no reason, I'm gonna be pissed because like this was. I've never seen him more confident about anything. He's so not confident about anything.
Yeah,
Yet now all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, man, this is the way it's got to go. By the way, I'm going to physically restrain you. Why did she slice his hand?
she should have went for the neck.
You're not a prisoner here. Remember that? You are not a prisoner. I'm not going to make you a prisoner.
The fuck?
The only thing that would have made it better is if he was like swearing like a 10-year-old. You fucking bugger, you dumbhead, fucking.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
But he's not. Like, if someone said that he was autistic on the spectrum or like that, I would believe that. But I don't think young Victor was.
No, I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's on the spectrum, but he's definitely socially awkward. Trauma has something to do with it.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is he doing?
Victor, what are you doing?
Why is she there? She always turns up at weird spots. I don't like the fact that she's the one that's turning up.
She's just randomly there, and you're like, but why?
Look, okay,
I said get out of my way! Okay, yeah.
Like the Kenny's like, yeah, come on, go listen to him.
yeah.
She doesn't
And
know.
she's like,
Victor.
nah.
Everybody else knows him.
No, she's a cop, and she's like, I'm going to treat you like a black man. Better put my gun on you.
Jesus. I thought he was going to smash the kitchen table.
No, see, when I saw him with that, I honestly thought this whole thing was going to be a setup for something else. I thought that he was going to do that, and then Acosta was going to have a go at him, or subdue him, and then Boyd and her are going to go at it, and it was going to be the catalyst for something. And then it turns out that he's actually going to do something crazy, and she was right. But then as soon as he said he wants to cut down a tree, I'm just like, oh, okay.
I'm scared enough.
I like that. No one's scared enough. Everyone's just too complacent. And he's like, nah, nope. He's had enough. He's fed up.
Well, it's the thing with this. It's because he notices the things that they don't know because they've been around. Trees moving, seasons changing, stuff that to everyone else is normal.
He needs to talk to Jade. Tell him. I know they've tried to last season.
Well, I mean, I think that Henry's going to be that window that's going to bridge both of them together.
So stupid. I was so
This bitch. She better fucking pull on him. Which proves one thing. I think she got bullets again.
Yeah, she went and nicked him from Boyd. Of course she did.
Yeah.
Unless she was going to threaten him with an empty gun.
It's irrelevant. I even pointed out, I found it really weird that we saw Ethan go to the toilet and then him wait for him. I guess it
Yeah.
was just a build up of him being, you know what?
Maybe she's showing that Jim's actually caring and thinking about his kids.
Has to be you wearing this badge and not some hothead like Acosta or
Is that foreshadowing? Is it Costa gonna take it? Probably.
Yeah, of
Why else
course, that's what it is. So
anybody else.
Costa, at the end of the season, Costa's going to be the one that's in charge. Boyd's either going to be dead or not around.
He's gonna be on the sidelines.
He's going to be sidelined somehow, and it's going to be her in charge, and then Kenny trying to do what Boyd did. Because she's building up a lot of things. She's like, oh, you mean Sarah? You mean the person that killed people? This one, like, she's building up a lot of outside negativity without knowing really what's going on. It makes sense. I get it.
He hated her straight away. You'd think in certain scenarios you'd want a copper by your side. Now, is this the first time he had seen Christopher?
No. Christopher was standing in the doorway with him holding the book while the book was bleeding and Christopher's eyes were bleeding.
At this point, I haven't seen enough of you people.
And it's not the first time that he's seen Jasper either.
No, it's not.
Something new, because this, it's not doing it for me anymore.
I love this. Like hearing it like that. That's what would freak me out.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
Who are you talking to?
He's, you know what? He's just like that big lady at Colony House. He's everywhere at the right time.
yeah, there's too much. I feel like the whole point of Tabitha was to bring him back, and I don't know why. Because him and Victor, apart from being together in that one episode, have done nothing since.
Let me
Yeah, I know.
rephrase
It's a bit
that.
weird.
Who did you think you were
That's a
talking
cool
to?
shot.
Yeah, that line.
All right, what do you
That
want?
was the lot. That's the perfect line. Who do you think you were talking to?
Yeah.
Has he seen hallucinations?
I don't know. That's a cool shot. Look at that. With the tree in the foreground.
Yeah.
So you keep telling me.
Why does Jay dismiss him? You keep telling me.
I think because he probably says it all the time. Like, we're only seeing a few instances. Remember that we've also got the implication or impression that he's a drunk.
Oh, so maybe he doesn't remember saying things to Jade.
Yeah. And you know what it's like being around someone who's really drunk all the time. They
Chatty.
well, not so much they repeat stories.
You want?
And he's probably also detoxing too. Well, remember he was, was saying that he was constantly drinking all the time, and even the bartender ghost said, maybe to figure this out, you've got to stop drinking. So if he was drinking constantly all the time, we don't know because we don't know how long he's been there for, but we know that it was pretty early on that he found the bar. So it's if we're assuming that he's drinking all the time, and because wait a minute, all right. The replacement theory. They got rid of one drunk because he got killed. He got put in the box. So they brought Jade in. And Jade's not drinking anymore. So who do they bring in?
Henry. God.
Every time I hear this replacement theory stuff, I'm just like, yeah, I get it. It's just coincidences. But yeah, the more and more.
It's a possibility. They had big music then, and then they cut it, and then it made it look like, yeah, he might be able to chop this tree down. But then they cut
in one hit, yeah.
And it's like a small, insignificant sort of mark on a tree. It does nothing overall.
But no, it's a pretty big dent in what he did. But yeah.
No, I'm trying to say it's like a symbolism.
Huh, wait.
You can't do that.
Did he swing the thing backwards then? It looked like he hit it with the back when he said stop. Look at the way he's holding it. He's even holding it like it's backwards.
Stop!
Watch it when it comes. Yeah, it was. That's weird.
Do that.
So I think this is the first scene that we've actually seen Victor and the boy in white.
Yeah, grown up Victor. Yeah.
Yeah, converse. All we've seen is like potential flashbacks.
Why won't you help us?
Also, when the boy walks away, he's right arm. Or he's sorry, yeah, is clenched in a really weird way where it's not moving. I noticed that when we watch, just keep playing. But yeah, take note.
Okay.
Christopher, I think you need to learn for yourselves. It's the only way you'll understand.
I'm still sus of him. I think he's a bad guy.
You look different now.
I love that they addressed this. This is awesome.
So do you.
All those years you look the same. Why are you changing now?
Everything's changing now.
What the fuck does that mean?
It could be just a throwaway line because, well, he's grown up.
Yeah, but like he's looking around and he's just like,
The trees have moved.
he's like, yeah, but that happened before, but you didn't change. Everything's always changing.
I don't know what to do.
He looks scared. Like the boy in white generally looks scared.
I reckon he was scared, maybe.
You tell me how I can help them.
He does look afraid now you mention it.
Please. You're supposed to be my friend.
I think that if it was Boyd and Victor that they said that they were going to break, you'd be able to see it because this is what the town's doing. If the town's trying to break Boyd, but it's breaking Victor.
It is breaking Victor, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why he's scared. And Scott's doing a fantastic job by showing it on his face too.
I am your friend.
I don't trust that. I am your friend. The way he said that, get out of here. No. No. You're sus, kid. I don't trust you. You're sus.
Please help me. Just tell me what to do.
Don't cut down that tree.
Yeah, no. I told what he should have said was, no, I asked you what I should do, not what I shouldn't do. Tell me what to do, not what not to do.
Exactly.
Where are you going?
He didn't answer the question. See the way he's holding his right arm? It's really weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're holding something.
No. To me, it looks like it's kids that have a physical or a mental sort of like not necessarily Down syndrome, but like an Asperger's. It's one of those sort of things, a mental trait that comes in a physical form. Yeah. We had a kid that always had to have his hands on his knees when he spoke to people. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. I thought Victor was gonna like hit him with the axe, or he's gonna try and kill the boy in white. He's just like, nah, you're the reason for my pain. The whole thing is with Jim. He's always been extremely reactionary, as we've seen, where someone like Boyd was a little bit more calm-headed and thought about it, and it seems like this episode shows the opposite. Jim was actually starting to become more calm, and especially towards the end here, where we have so-called fake Thomas going on there, and then his son says, "Yeah, it's not really him," and he just walks away, and then you hear the kid laugh.
Yeah, it laughs. I think that's
And
the boy in white.
he's the only one we've seen so far to throw voices. He did it with Tabitha when he was doing the Uncooey kids when she was going up the stairs.
Where are you going?
So he knows they can see that he's leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, sus, hey. Not sure what's going on there.
And they finally spoke. I was almost convinced that she was going to be able to see the Uncooey kids. This whole thing.
Who, you mean Julie?
Yeah, Julie not mentioning that because she thinks it was a dream, which I get that. But the way in which she described what happened was, "Oh, I heard your voice, and the closer I got to it, the went away." It's just like, no, I heard you and Victor talking, and you said this. That's what I would have said.
Yeah, exactly.
It was almost like I went somewhere.
Yeah.
And then there was this guy chained to a wall, and then I'm in these tunnels, and I heard you talking to Victor. I tried to find you, but your voice, it just kept getting further and further away. And then I heard those children. They're screaming that word.
And Cooey.
No, my name is Jeff.
What if I never make it back? What if I'm lost? No one ever finds me.
No.
What if I'm alone now?
No, we're all lost like that.
Honey,
Yeah.
You're not alone. You'll never be alone here.
So a weird thing to say.
Mm.
You'll
Well,
never be alone here. Not. You'll never be alone, but you'll never be alone here.
she's. Well, you think about it, her parents keep, just leaving her alone and
Her
abandoning
parents
her.
keep leaving. Literally, this is the one place that her parents keep leaving her alone the most.
I know. But it's nice to see Tabitha be there.
Well,
for her.
yeah, obviously something bad's going to happen to one of the kids or one of the parents. They're pushed too hard. This is the episode of parental mentor figures reconciling with their kid, except for Victor and Henry.
Didn't even think of that. Yeah, she's gonna follow
Coming
the
over
kid.
with a whole different person. Well, yes, because you are. Look, why are you talking to me about this? Why not Tabitha or
Why are you listening if you don't care?
Tabitha's got her own kids to worry about. He's Tarzan, growing up in the jungle. And you're the guy who comes along and makes him feel like an asshole because he doesn't know how to use a fork.
I love that. Well done, Jade. Good point. Mm-hmm.
It's not rocket science.
Because if it was, I would have already figured it out. I've got a meme just like, bro, why acting so sus? He's like, everything's all right. Don't look into it.
That one.
Yep.
I love it. Why are you acting so sus, bro? Everything's alright. Don't look into it. I love it.
Yeah, she tries to open up a thing. She shifts it a little bit, and then she gets silenced by she's really tall in comparison to her.
Yeah. I think this whole scene's important.
What? Okay, so let's talk about one thing. Why the fuck is the person that, this is the thing that annoys me about this. Just pause for a second. There's now twice that we've seen something, but it wasn't like this happened in episode 1 or episode 3, like where she gets these weird things and then all of a sudden they're going to introduce something and then essentially pay it off in the same episode within like 20 minutes. And like they're thinking so far ahead and they're doing this sort of stuff. Why not include that early on? Once she gets back. So something happens and she gets in there and then she's like, whoa, and she's acting really weird and everyone's like, are you right? She's like, yeah, I'm just tired. I just haven't got back, Started off like that and then it happens again. And then she keeps refusing to talk about it or she's like, she doesn't know what's going on. But, it lays the groundwork for go, wait a minute. These are all things that we've seen from the mum. Like also, when she goes down to the basement of the place that Victor and his sister used to hide. And she goes down and she's like, oh, and she gets that weird dizzy feeling again.
Yeah.
But, we get it 3 times essentially in one episode. There's no way they can't hear that.
Yeah. Why does Victor hear it? Wouldn't.
Well, more importantly, why is he creeping around in the corner like a scare ghost in the Blair Witch Project?
I saw a meme on Reddit. The fuck? Let me share this meme.
Because that's what I thought. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh fuck, this is going to be like the same thing with the Blair Witch Project with the scare ghost, and it's not Victor. Because I didn't think it was Victor when she said it. I thought it was fucking Elgin.
Yeah. So here's a meme. Someone did Reddit. Cowboy Vic.
Like that's exactly what I thought. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, it's the same thing. He looks so big to be him. Like he doesn't like.
Someone else on Reddit, on Twitter was like, he put himself in the corner, like if he's punching himself.
Oh my god, I didn't even see it like that. He's such a naughty boy. He killed his mummy. He's in the corner. But now look how bright everything looks.
Mm-hmm. And why hasn't he inspected why that door's open?
Yeah.
This is where it happened.
No, it wasn't there. It was at the stairs. It was further back. He hugged and then...
He hugged her better than he hugged his dad.
What I'm saying is there's a thing here in a second. Keep playing, ready? See how he moves his face in? He did the same thing with his dad. He started off there because he didn't know what to do. Like, But then for me, this is the part that if they're doing what I think they're doing, I feel like they did this in 2 parts for a very specific reason.
No.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Yeah. Poor Victor. Beautiful acting. She goes to grab Victor's hand and she lets go.
Yeah. Like instantly, like even then, she's still constantly grabbing for Victor's hand. She's like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me," and Victor's
Yeah.
putting his hand out. Yeah, like so. The implication is when we start off, we think, "Oh, maybe it's the sister," but then we get the whole reincarnation theory, which was the thing that was pretty popular early on, because there was so many similarities to what's going on. That there's always, or reincarnation or replacement theory, however you want to mix it up. So she hasn't. So the memories that she had from the little girl that was being killed on the Red Rocks, that was a past life.
So before Miranda?
Way before Miranda, because the clothes that she was in, it was like clothes from back in the day. It was back when that was the main settlement before the town existed.
Right.
So, like, a Miranda, a Tabitha, a chosen lady has always been there. And then when one dies, another one is formed.
That's fucking insane. That's nuts, isn't it?
But also nothing about Julian time travel, which is really fucking frustrating. That we're getting one of the biggest, I hate to use the word revelations because that's what this episode's called.
Nothing's been mentioned what happened with Julie. Like she didn't even mention that she threw a rope down to someone. Would that be important?
Yeah, she said there was a guy that was chained to a wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm waiting for it to happen with Boyd, and she says it's around Boyd. Like, we've got 1 episode to go, and this is supposed to be. I feel like
this could have happened way sooner in the season.
My problem is I feel like we're not going to get a conclusion to everything that's happened this season. What we're going to get is we're going to just get stay tuned for next season. Because it's just like, oh shit, like we're a little over halfway in the series.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we're going to get answers. Seems to be a thing that they're doing.
So overall, what are your thoughts and or theories on this last episode and how it will deal with the next episode? Like, what's happening?
I don't know, if I'm honest. Like, we'll definitely see. I think we're definitely going to see more. Oh, maybe we won't. I don't know, because they seem to open up more questions than answers. I definitely think Fatima's probably going to die, and the baby monster creature is going to be born next episode.
I feel like the fact that they spent time on showing us the fact that Elgin got his hand cut, and the baby was feeding on the blood of Elgin. Also, it wasn't dead blood; it was just blood in general.
Okay, that was creepy.
Yeah, man, she guzzled the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna go, look, the baby's fine. Look, he got a baby, blah blah, and then the baby starts attacking him, and then kills him that way. And then it's new Smiley, and Smiley's back. Bring Smiley back.
Yeah, he was a good monster. He was like the face of the monsters.
I hated that they got rid of Smiley. And they got rid of Smiley, and then since then we've seen them. We don't see them attack anymore. Like they said that they're going to break Boyd. They were in 1 episode, and they haven't attacked anyone ever since.
Yeah.
So you want to know the easiest way to for the monsters to win,
Hmm.
they get someone outside. You've seen they can force people to do shit. They can create situations with people and everything like that. Take one of those people and force them to go and open a door of a house.
Yeah.
The monsters can't open a house. So open the door to the house.
All right, we might wrap it
No,
up then. What do you think?
yeah. Well, thanks for having a chat. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. The guy who steals your wallet then tries to help you find it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I love that. Yeah.